What's up, guys? Welcome back. So, picture this. It's the year 533 AD. The mighty Vandal kingdom, a Germanic powerhouse, has ruled North Africa for nearly a century. They've kicked the Romans out, established their own dominion, and everyone thinks it's a done deal. Then, a Roman Byzantine general lands on their shores with just a handful of troops. The odds are insane, laughably stacked against him. But what happens next completely redraws the map of the known world and echoes through history. This isn't just a battle. It's the story of one man's genius, courage, and faith. This is the story of Belisarius. Let's dive in. So, who was this guy, Belisarius? He wasn't born into some legendary royal family with a golden spoon in his mouth. He came from humble origins in a small town in what is now modern-day Bulgaria. He was a man who had to earn everything he got. He started his career as a soldier, climbing the ranks not through connections, but through sheer merit, skill, and an undeniable talent for leadership on the battlefield. People noticed him. More importantly, the Emperor Justinian noticed him. Justinian had a grand, almost impossible dream: to restore the Roman Empire to its former glory, to reconquer the lost Western territories. But the empire was in trouble. It had been shrinking for centuries. Territories were lost, morale was low, and hope was a flickering flame in a storm. Justinian needed a champion, someone with the steel and the smarts to turn his dream into reality. He saw that potential in Belisarius. He saw a man who didn't just fight, but thought. A man who didn't just command, but inspired. This was the setup: a declining empire, a visionary emperor, and a general from the backwoods poised to change everything. Justinian's first massive gamble was the African campaign. He hands Belisarius an army, but it's a shockingly small force to take on an entire kingdom. Only about 15,000 men. Many in Constantinople thought it was a suicide mission. The Vandals had a massive army and knew the terrain, but Belisarius had a secret weapon: his mind. He lands in North Africa, and the Vandal king, Gelimer, is overconfident. He decides to trap the Romans, splitting his forces to attack them from 3 sides at a place called Ad Decimum. It was a good plan on paper, but Belisarius was 10 steps ahead. His intelligence network was superb, his troops were disciplined, and he reacted with lightning speed. Instead of being trapped, Belisarius defeated each Vandal force one by one before they could unite. It was a masterclass in strategy over brute force. The Vandal army was shattered, and their morale was broken. The knockout blow came shortly after at the Battle of Trichomerum. Belisarius didn't just win, he annihilated the Vandal resistance. The Vandal kingdom, which had stood for 100 years, ceased to exist. Just like that, Belisarius captured the great city of Carthage. North Africa was Roman once more. An entire province, lost for a century, was reclaimed in a single, brilliant campaign. But Belisarius wasn't done. With Africa secured, Justinian set his sights on the heart of the old empire: Italy and the city of Rome itself. The Ostrogoths now controlled Italy, and they weren't going to give it up easily. Belisarius first took Sicily with little resistance, then crossed over to the mainland. His campaign through Italy was a slow, grinding siege war. He didn't have the numbers for a massive frontal assault. He had to be smarter, more patient. He eventually took the city of Rome, a moment of immense symbolic power, but holding it was harder than taking it. The Goths returned with a colossal army and laid siege to Belisarius and his small garrison inside the city. For over a year, under constant attack, with dwindling supplies and disease, Belisarius held Rome. This is where his leadership was tested to its absolute limit. He was everywhere, shoring up defenses, leading counterattacks, rationing food, and, most importantly, keeping his men's spirits up. It was his unwavering discipline and a deep, personal faith that carried them through. He believed they were doing God's work, restoring order and civilization, and that conviction became the bedrock of their impossible defense. Now, let's talk about something that gets lost in a lot of history books: the character of the man. Belisarius wasn't just a brilliant general. He was a man of remarkable integrity. In an age known for its brutality, he was known for his fairness. When his troops captured cities, he strictly forbade looting and protected the civilian population. This wasn't just good PR, it was a core part of who he was. He treated defeated enemies with respect and was known for his humility, never taking all the credit for his victories, often attributing them to God's providence. This is the crucial message for you. You can have all the skills in the world. You can be a wizard with Photoshop, a master in all things, but if you lack integrity, if you lack character, it's all built on sand. Your skill set, whatever it may be, paired with unwavering integrity and a strong moral compass. That's gold. The ancient Romans had a powerful moral code, a sense of duty. You have one too, rooted in your faith, your values. Don't slack on it. Let your character be as sharp as your skills. But here's the tragic part of the story, the part that holds the most profound lesson. Belisarius kept winning. He stacked up victories that should have made him a living legend, untouchable. But back in the capital, his success bred jealousy. Politicians in the court whispered poison into the emperor's ear. They said Belisarius was getting too powerful, too popular. Maybe he had ambitions for the throne himself. Justinian, despite owing so much to Belisarius, grew suspicious. Resources for the Italian campaign dried up. Trust eroded. After years of unbelievable service and loyalty, Belisarius was sidelined, recalled, and stripped of command. He saved the empire multiple times, only to be cast aside by petty politics. And here's the lesson for all of us. Triumphs are great. Success is great. Whether it's acing your exams, hitting a new PR in the gym, or leading a project in your faith community. But keeping your heart right through it all matters more. Success can make you a target. It can inflate your ego. The real battle is guarding your heart against bitterness when you're misunderstood and against pride when you're successful. Don't let external circumstances, whether praise or blame, define your internal peace. So, let's bring it all home. We've seen the story of a man from a small town who, through a combination of strategic genius, unshakable faith, and solid character, defeated an empire and redrew the map. A small man who achieved huge victories. What does that mean for you, right here, right now? Have right now, and trusting God for what you don't have yet. Don't wait for the perfect setup or a massive army of resources. Start with your 15,000 troops. Start with what's in your hands. Remember this key principle. God's favor isn't determined by your starting resources. It's determined by your faith, your hard work, and the integrity of your heart. Stay blessed, my guy. Keep grinding, keep learning, keep building. Nanga, what's next? Let's get it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Peace.